everyone, welcome back to Mongrels Garage. Today we're going to take you through the steps of reviving an old engine.
You better write down these instructions. We've got to be precise.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.
Okay, here we go. We're going to the mosquitoes and some other stuff. We're going to get the Pontiac moved out from here. Got to move the Ford first. Soldering can stay where it's at. And we'll pull it out, we'll get it over to the shop, and then we'll see if we can get this thing to fire up. First thing you want to do is assess the mechanical fitness of the engine. Does it rotate? Are there components missing? What components do you need? Does it have oil in it? Do you need to change the oil? Stuff like that. There's three basic elements that an engine needs to run. First one is air, aka compression. Second one, fuel. Third one, spark, and in the right timing. So we're going to take you through all those steps on this 63 Pontiac. And we're going to do it with a bit of a twist. I'm going to get my son Logan to work on this with me, and I'm going to teach him how to do it, and hopefully we're teaching you at the same time. And maybe you'll pick up a trick or two along the way if you already know all this stuff. You ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, let's get to it. You kind of want to do an assessment of the vehicle you're looking at. You know, there's different reasons for restoring these, and the cars can be in varying conditions depending on the importance of the car to you. Something could always be worth it. If it's a family heirloom or something and it's a complete basket case, you still might want to fix that up. So we're going to go through some of this anyways, even though this thing's in pretty rough shape. So let's get in here, see what we got. Should we look under here first, or should we tour the car first? What do you think? You want to pop the hood first? All right, let's see what we got. Okay, just so you know, we cheated. We already kind of lubed up the hood hinges, so it was easier to open.
He's a big fat phony!
You're gonna have to possibly play with that on your vehicles. So there it is. This is supposed to be a 283. Why is it a Chevy and a Pontiac?
Oh, that little guy. I wouldn't worry about that little guy.
Well, this is what I like to call a pseudo Pontiac. This is a Parisienne. They were Canadian built cars.
Like, take off, you hosers. We don't have any of that.
And also in Australia.
Just kids having fun. You all right?
But they were built on the Chevy chassis, so the Caprice, Impala, stuff like that, it's pretty much the same stuff. So this is supposed to be a 283. Interesting thing is a 283 of this era should have an oil fill pipe neck here. This is the type of manifold I would be expecting to see with that oil fill spout for the 283 of that era. We're going to have to run the numbers to see if this is actually a 283. One of the first things we want to do is we want to see if the engine will turn. So a lot of times you can just grab the fan, give it, oh, there we go. We got motion. Look at that. Come on in here. Don't be shy. Come on, you can see. Look at that. It turns really nice, actually.
No way!
Even got a little bit of compression. Not much. But I think we've got that almost through all the way. That's turning really smooth. Okay, well, that's good. Next thing, check out our carb, see if it's locked up. Seems all free. See if there's any junk down it. Spider webs, that's good. We'll check the oil. See if there's any oil in it before we start spinning it. And there is. Doesn't smell fuel-y or doesn't look like a milkshake, so that's good. I doubt that there's any antifreeze. No, bone dry. Now this should have a power glide in it, so it's got the 2-speed. Be surprised if it has any transmission fluid. Oh, look at that. It's nice and clean even. Yeah! Well, we might have a pretty easy time with this one. Okay, now our ignition. We're missing part of it. We don't have our coil wire. We don't have our wires going over to our driver's or our passenger side. We're gonna have to go source those. The other thing is this is points ignition, so we're probably gonna have to clean up the points. But first thing, we gotta see if we can get power to it, get it to turn. Depending on the vehicle, you might want to spend a little more time on it, especially if it's a rare engine or something like that. We're going to do this one pretty quick and dirty. It's just a 283. Probably wouldn't leave it in here if we do something with the car. So we're just going to put a battery in here, see if we can get this thing to turn, and we'll dump some fuel in it, etc., etc. We'll just keep going like that. Now, if this was a rare engine, like a 389 Pontiac or 400 of some sort, or something that's a little more special, you might want to spend a little more time, pull all the plugs out, take a look at them. It's not a bad idea anyways. Get some oil in the cylinders, lube everything up. That also helps get the rings unstuck, and it helps seal up the cylinder a little bit better, get some compression in there, which is very helpful when you're trying to fire up these old engines. So we're not going to do any of that. We're just gonna hit the ground running and see if we can get this thing to fire off. Okay, we got ourselves a fully charged up sparkle box here. Now, I have no idea. These cables are looking kind of rough, so we might not have a lot of continuity in there, but we'll give it a shot. Hey, look at this. Just to point out, we got 2 red positive cables. That's great. Easier to burn the rig down. One thing we want to do, see if we got power going to where we should have power. Okay, we got the light there, so that's good. And do we have it all the way down at the starter? Yes, we do. Now, I'm going to move this to someplace else on the engine. The reason I do that is to make sure our ground is good. So I can move this to maybe a manifold bolt here. And we still got the light. So we got a good ground to the block. We got power down the starter. We can see if we can get this to whirl over. First thing we need to do is we need to jumper the starter. And you can see here's the main power feed here. And over here is our solenoid contact. So we've got our trigger device. We're going to hook up one end to that starter contact. I might have to come over on that side to do it. This is tight.
Yes, you are tight like a tiger.
Surprisingly hard to get at. Oh, got it. All right. So you can take a look. You can see we got that on our solenoid. Got the other end on the battery. Then we are going to hit the trigger. Sounds pretty good, actually. Okay, we got good rotation. We got some poof, 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 which means we got some compression. Really good. So the next thing we want to do is we want to get some power to the coil. We want to get all the plug wires on it. See if we can get this thing sparking a bit. We got Logan taking the distributor cap off. We're going to check it. You just pull the wires out of it carefully. Oh, is that a new set of points in there? How's that all look? These look pretty good, actually. Doesn't look too bad. Okay, how are we looking at the cap? Oh, not too bad. A few spider eggs and stuff. We'll clean that out. Okay, Logan's off cleaning up the distributor cap. Meanwhile, I'm going to get the rotor off. Get that, check that all out, clean it up, and we'll be able to see the points really well. There we go. Now, remember to put the rotor back on. Oftentimes, you forget to do that. Okay, I can see the points opening. Good. They look pretty good, actually. They're a little worn down, but pretty worn down. Clean. We're going to need to get some power to the coil here. So the next thing we want to do is we want to take our little jumper cable and we're going to run it from our battery post positive to the positive side of our coil over here. And normally you have a ballast resistor and stuff, so you don't want to do this too much, but for now, just for a short test, it'll be fine. We're not going to have too much. Then we're going to take our screwdriver and we're going to open up the points and see if we get a spark. Yeah, see that? Okay, make sure we disconnect this. We don't want that to keep going. So now we're going to go find a coil wire and we're going to see if we can induce a spark out of that coil. I happen to know where some wires are. Pulled number one spark plug out. It looks pretty good. And like I said, if you were doing this with an engine that you're really concerned about, you're going to want to take all the plugs out. But we've pulled out number one. Reason being is we want to get this to top dead center on number one. So Logan, just bump it. Oh, we're already there. You hear that? That was a good blast of air. This thing's got good compression. We're going to get that to top dead center. We'll probably just do it by hand now. You can see down here, we've got our timing tab and we got our mark on our harmonic dampener. And that's telling us that the cylinder's on number one compression. And we did the check earlier. That's when we puffed the air out of it. So the other thing we did was we marked the number one position on the cap before we put the cap back on. And Logan, you got that cap cleaned up and put on. Did a good job. So now we gotta put the ignition wires back on. Now we're just gonna use the old stuff that was here. We are doing this on the cheap.
I don't believe it. It's not possible.
But I did have to steal some wires off of the 68 C10 over there because this did not have a full set of wires. If we confirm this runs well and everything, then maybe we'll put the money into getting a nice set of wires. So now we got to hook up the ignition wires. Do you remember the firing order of a Chevy?
If I'm not wrong, it would be 1, 8, 4, 3, 5, 6, 7, 2.
That sounds about right to me. So which way does the distributor rotate on the Chevys? Do you know?
Clockwise.
Clockwise, that's right. So if this is number one, then we're going to come around this way. So number one is over there, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're just going to follow the firing order. Okay, plug number one. You got it?
Yep.
Okay, let's put that right there. We got number 2 here. Or no, 8, sorry. Look at me messing up already. You're the expert now. What's after 8?
4.
4? What's this guy right here? 4. Okay.
3.
5.
This guy.
6. You should have 7.
7.
And 2. So now, did you guys catch our mistake when we were doing our firing order? We'll give you a hint. It's right there. Now, let's back up and see what Logan said, shall we?
If I'm not wrong, it would be 1, 8, 4, 3, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, and it's that easy to mess it up, folks. So there's our correct firing order. Okay, now you seen earlier that we already confirmed that we had spark when I had the out of the coil, so that's all good. We're gonna need to get our jumper wire back on there and get our sparkle cube in here again. Yeah, we're gonna put some fuel down the vent tube so we can fill up the bowls a bit. Most of that's going in the carb. Great. Oh, nice. You see that? We definitely got full. Easier to burn the rig down. All right, Logan.
Let's light this candle, huh?
Go ahead, hit it. Oh! You know what? Helps if we hook up the ignition.
You know what you are? You're a dipstick.
Okay, remember we don't want to leave this hooked up too long if we're not cranking or running the engine. So we're going to hook up the coil side first. Logan, you're going to work the battery side. We'll keep it out of all the rotating assembly. Okay, go ahead. Spark, spark, okay. Crank. Oh, we got a firing. Try again. Stop. Okay, timing's out. We'll give it a little more timing. Try again. Oh, timing's still out, but we're getting closer. Give it a lot more timing. Okay. You can do it! Try again. Whoa, there we go. Whoa, getting close. Okay, a little more timing. Crank. There we go. Woo! Wow, that runs pretty good. Yeah. I think we have to run. Unhook it. Oh, it's gonna kill itself. Okay, unhook it. Okay, that ran pretty good, but we can see we're maxed out on the timing, so we're going to want to move our plug wires over one and reset this distributor that way, but hey, that runs great. Okay.
This guy?
Yep. Go for it. Try it again. That's not good. Unhook the ignition. Rotate it.
Fan?
Yeah, just rotate it. Good. Okay. Let's double check our firing order. 1, then 8. Is this 8?
8.
It's hooked up.
Yep.
Okay. 1, 8.
4. Yep.
4. 3. 7.
5.
Oh, sorry. 1, 8, 4, 3, 5.
6, 7, 2.
And that's 6 for sure.
6. Yep.
This one's 7. And that one's 2. Why is it running so bad?
Do you want some help with that?
No, no, no.
Should we swap sides and redo it?
Try starting it again.
Turn this guy on?
Yeah. That was a good poke. Ugh. That was a good poke.
Who poked you?
The electricity.
Oh.
Try it again. Up. Go. Stop. Acting like it's too advanced now. Try it.
Sure it's too advanced?
No, I'm not. Try again.
It's back in its original.
Yeah, I know. Try again. Okay, let's try advancing it more.
Maybe if the post was like that.
That's just that. Okay, try that. Not running very good. So there's our correct firing order, which I've now got correct. Let's see how it runs now. 3, 2, 1, contact. Oh, timing's a bit advanced. Try that.
It's empty!
You just run out of gas? Didn't seem to run very long. Okay, we've rigged up a makeshift fuel cell here and got it hooked up to our fuel pump. We've got timing sorted out. So now that that's all done, let's see if we can get this to idle. Hook up our ignition. 3, 2, 1, contact.
Contact.
We got a runner.
Okay, we don't want to leave that too long. As pointed out earlier, we don't have much of a cooling system. But right on!
Excellent.
So there you go. How was your first engine revival?
It was good.
Well, I guess it wasn't really your first. You've helped me a couple times when you were younger. But this is the one where you kind of got your hands really dirty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of got in there, kind of figured out what it all means, how it works, stuff like that. So, and success. Right on. So, like I said, this is the quick and dirty method of doing it. We didn't spend a lot of time trying to recondition this engine because we just don't know what it is. As far as we know, it's a 283, but we haven't run the numbers. We'll do that. Maybe we'll get back to you. Let us know if you want to know. Give us a guess. Tell us in the comments below what you think this is, and I'll let you know in the comments. We'll run the numbers off the back of the block. We'll figure it out. But hey, now we know that it runs. So we can give it an oil change, get some plugs, get some wires, tune it up, and then it's worth putting the money into it if we keep the engine in here. But for now, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next video.